What's up, guys? My name is Zach, or Zencha, from Zenchamusic.com, and today we're going over energy, how to increase energy, how to decrease energy, and how to have fun with energy. I'm unfortunately tealess right now because I had like 3 pots earlier, and that's enough for today. Maybe later. Anyway, the first thing I want to talk about is the difference between a chunked energy change and a over time energy change. So here I have a 32 bar loop that I'm going to use to demonstrate these two concepts. First, let's talk about an over time energy change. An over time energy change happens over time. So for instance, with this section we have here, it's just a synth playing. You might hear something like this. That is probably something you've heard before in 1,000 different songs because it's a very, very easy way to make an energy change over time, and it's very effective at increasing tension as well. And now an example of a chunked change is something that happens, a chunk change is something that happens in a particular moment, a significant instance of energy changing, either up or down. And for this example, we're going to have the beat come in. So I'm going to actually play it from the start, and I'm going to do the tension rising with the cutoff filter into the chunked change. So we're going to start with our overtime change. That was a chunked change. A single moment of a shift, an energy shift. So let's dive into the 3 different ways that I've listed to increase and decrease energy, which are parts, parameters, and performance. From this previous example, you've actually seen 2 of those, being parts and parameters. So let's start talking about parts. Parts refers to whenever you're basically adding or removing instruments, vocals, basically anything that would be a new track in your DAW, whether it be a new drum machine or a new bass synth, that's a part. So with this 32 bar example, what I did was after the first 16 bars, I've introduced the beat or the drop or whatever the hell you want to call it. But I've introduced more parts to the song, and as a result, I've added pacing and energy to it. Now in that original example, I had it so that the entire beat came at one moment. You could have broken it up further and had the parts be introduced even in a more stagnated fashion. For instance, here is the beat if only the kick hi-hats came in initially. So let me play just before that, this guy. There you go. So this was just a little bit of the beat. So the energy's increased, but not by that much, because all we have right now is the kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare. Adding a hi-hat really adds things, but check it out. No snare now. It's still tense. It's like aching for the entire thing. Alright, here it is. So as you can see, adding 1 or 2 parts or changing 1 or 2 things is a pretty significant way to increase or decrease your energy and to create tension even. That's why I call it the Trinity, because these things are combined. So next up, let's talk about parameters. This is why electronic music is awesome, because I can hop into this synth and I can say, "What up, synth? I want you to not be like that." Parameters are basically any knob or dial or button or number or setting on your synths, your instruments, your audio, anything you're making sounds with that you can change. So I'm just going to demonstrate real quickly what it sounds like when you change the parameters of the cutoff filter and then the reverb. So here's the cutoff filter. As you heard earlier, the sound just becomes more present, louder, more energetic, more lively compared to this. And then we slap a reverb on it. So that button. All right, now we got that reverb. Let's make it long. So here's a good way to do it. You can make it so more of the highs come through. It's subtler than the cutoff. But now that we're like this, let's also do the cutoff. And last but not least, because I ain't got no time or watch, is performance. Performance is simply the performance. That is very redundant, but what I mean is it's how the music is played. Is it played energetically or is it played laid back? Obviously, the more energetic performance is going to have higher energy than a less energetic performance. For a simple example, I've taken our loop from before and modified one of the sections. So you tell me which is more laid back and which is more energetic. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you dig it. I hope you like energy. If this kind of material excites you or you think it's really cool, then click on the link somewhere in this video box that I haven't decided where I'm putting yet, and it'll send you to my ebook page. I have an ebook out now called Electronic Music Arrangement, How to Arrange Electronic Music. Check out the page. There's some people, some comments talking about how much they like the book. Basically, if my material helps you, you'll like the book because it's just more goodness, more Zencha goodness. So head on over there. The link is again somewhere here in the description. It's probably 8 times in this article. Remember to like Petrie's page, howtomakeelectronicmusic.com. Remember to floss, drink your tea, breathe, smile, and I'll see you next time. Sayonara.